Hello students, this is my lecture number 4. Hope you have seen my last lecture, that was the Claisen condensation reaction. So basically students, we are dealing with the enolate reactions, as I told you, the name reaction. So today we will learn about the new reaction, that is the Perkin condensation reaction. So let us start with the reaction students. We will see the mechanism of it also, but let us start with the reaction first. See, Perkin reaction basically students, the substrate that is being required for this reaction is aromatic aldehyde. First I am telling you the students general things. Okay, what are the substrate that is being required, what is the base that is required. Okay, then we will see the what actually the Perkin reaction is, the definition of it, and then we will see the general reaction, and along with that we will see the mechanism of it. Right, so what is the substrate required? That is the aromatic aldehyde. And the second thing is the another reagent, or you can say, or the substrate, that is the aliphatic acid anhydride. Right, now here we will use the base, that is sodium acetate, or you can say potassium carbonate. Right, so the substrate that is been required is the, or you can say the reactants that is required is the aromatic aldehyde. You can choose any aromatic aldehyde. Then secondly, you have to take the aliphatic acid anhydride, means you can take acetic anhydride, and you have to do this reaction in the presence of a base. The base that you have to take is the sodium acetate or the potassium carbonate. Right, now let us see what actually this Perkin reaction is. See, Perkin reaction is the reaction between aromatic aldehyde and aliphatic acid anhydride in the presence of a base, that is sodium acetate, or you can take potassium carbonate to form or to give alpha beta unsaturated aromatic acid. See, what you have to remember, that the Perkin reaction always it is used to make what? Unsaturated aromatic acid. For example, the cinnamic acid. Right? So what will be the product of this reaction? The product of the reaction will be alpha beta unsaturated aromatic acid. Right? So always remember the substrates. What are the reactants that have been required? That is the aromatic aldehyde. You can take benzaldehyde, and the aliphatic acid anhydride. You can take acetic anhydride, and the base, it will be done in the presence of a base, that is the sodium acetate or the potassium carbonate. As I have written, Perkin reaction, it is a reaction between the aromatic aldehyde and the aliphatic acid anhydride in the presence of a base, that is the sodium acetate, potassium carbonate, to give alpha beta unsaturated aromatic acid. Right? Now let us see the reaction, students. If I am taking this benzaldehyde, this is the benzaldehyde plus what we have to take the acid anhydride. As I told you, acid anhydride we will choose that, and that too aliphatic. So we can write like this: in the presence of what? In the presence of base, I am writing here, in the presence of a base, that is the CH3COONE, that is the sodium acetate I am taking, And what will be the product? The product will be alpha beta unsaturated aromatic acid. So the product will be, it will be like this: CH double bond CH, C double OH. Now see students, this is aromatic ring, right? CH double bond CH, and this is the C double OH. This is the acid, right? So this is the alpha carbon, this is the beta carbon. Now here you are seeing that there is an unsaturation between the alpha carbon and the beta carbon. So that is why it is said to be what? Alpha beta unsaturated, right? And you know, this is the acid, complete, this is the acid because this is the functional group, acid functional group. So we say it is the aromatic acid because this is the aromatic ring that is been attached to it, right? So hope you have understood this reaction, that what is actually the reaction is, that is the product what it is giving is the alpha beta unsaturated aromatic acid. And here is this product. The name of this product is what? Cinnamic acid. We call it as a cinnamic acid, right? Here you can write alpha beta unsaturated acid. Okay. Now, student, let us see the mechanism of it, right? Hope you have understood all these things. So let us see the mechanism of it, that how this benzaldehyde is reacting with this acetic anhydride in the presence of this base to form the cinnamic acid. We will see the mechanism of it. See student, this is very easy mechanism. As I told you that this is the enolate ion reaction, means there will be a formation of what? Enolate ion. Okay, this also comes under what? Enolate reaction. So the similar type of steps you will get, and I think you have, when you have seen my all 3 lectures, you will come to know how to form the enolate ion, right? Now let us see the mechanism of it. Now when we are writing about the mechanism, the step number 1, you have taken a base, but you have taken the base that is the sodium acetate, right? This sodium acetate, that is CH3 COONA, this will break into what? This will break into acetate ion plus Na plus. Okay, so this will be the first step where you have dissociated this sodium acetate. This is sodium acetate, and this is the acetate ion you are getting. Acetate ion, right? Now this acetate ion, okay, this will act as a base, and what it will do, it will abstract the alpha hydrogen. From where it will abstract the alpha hydrogen? This acetate ion will react with what? React with the acid anhydride. Let us see that step. This CH3 COOCH3. This is the acid anhydride, students. It will react with what? This acetate ion that is acting as a base here, minus. Now, as I told you, it will abstract the alpha hydrogen. Now, this is the alpha carbon, right? This is also the alpha carbon. So, if this is the alpha carbon, we are considering it alpha carbon. This has 3 hydrogen, right? This is having the 3 hydrogen. So, what it will do? It will take the 1 hydrogen from here. When it takes the 1 hydrogen from here, it will be what? CH2 COO CH3, and here we have to give what? Negative charge, right? Here we have to give the negative charge. Why we are giving the negative charge? Because this base has abstracted the alpha hydrogen. Now this is the, you can say, carbon ion. Simply we can write carbon ion because this is the carbon bearing a negative charge. Along with that, 1 hydrogen, means the proton has gone to this, so there will be a formation of what? CH3 COOH, that is the, you can say, acetic acid. There is a formation of acetic acid, right? You have understood till here? Now, in the next step, what will happen? In the next step, this carbon ion that is been formed, this carbon ion will react with what? With the substrate, that is the aromatic aldehyde, means the benzaldehyde we have taken as a substrate. So this carbon ion will react with the benzaldehyde. Now let us see how it will react. Now this CH2 it will react with benzaldehyde. See student, this is very easy reaction. Just you need to remember the steps what you have to take, right? Now here we have a negative charge. Clear? Now, how it will attack? This is acting, this is the carbon ion that has been formed. So it will act as a nucleophile because this is a negative charge. You know about the nucleophile. So this entire species is acting as a nucleophile. So where it will attack? It needs the electrophilic site. So can we make the electrophilic site here as we did in the previous reactions? So we can make here we can create the electrophilic site over here by shifting the electrons on this oxygen. You are breaking one bond, means the two electrons are being given to this oxygen. By doing this, this will acquire a partial negative charge and this will acquire a partial positive charge. Now we have created the electrophilic site over here on this carbon. So now this nucleophile, this will easily, it will go and it will attack on this carbon atom. Right? Now when it will attack on this carbon atom, what will happen? This benzene ring as it is, we will write, okay, C, here it will be O minus, right? Here it will be hydrogen as it is, we have to write. Now this CH2, the entire species or the entire moiety is going to be linked to this carbon bearing the positive charge. So here we have to attach it like this, CH2, C double bond O, O, C double bond O, CH3. Right? Now this is what we have got. This is known as alkoxide ion. The name of this intermediate is alkoxide ion. Right? Now what will happen? We have acetic acid. Right? You know, any acid can easily give the proton. Okay, so we can use this acetic acid for the protonation because already we have the O minus. If we are doing the protonation over here, means that proton will go and directly link with this O minus to form OH. Right? And from where we will get the proton? From this acetic acid. Now let us see this step. We will take CH3, COOH, and we will take this proton, and this proton will go and attack on this oxygen. So what we will get? We will get here COH, H, CH2, C double bond O, O. This we will get. Right? The name of this compound is beta hydroxy anhydride. The name of this compound is beta hydroxy anhydride. This is the anhydride group, right? This is the alpha carbon and this is the beta carbon. Okay, this is the alpha and this is the beta. And on beta, you know, there is the OH group. That's why we have written beta hydroxy anhydride. Right? Now, what will happen? You know, there is a alcohol group. This is the OH, means it is acting as a hydroxy, means alcoholic group. So what it will do? It will easily get dehydrated. Right? Now what we will do? In the next step, there will be a removal of what? Water molecule. Heat it. Okay. So easily the water molecule will be moved out. How it will move out? One hydrogen from alpha position, alpha carbon, and OH from the beta carbon, we have to remove it. So in total means we are removing the molecule of water, right? If you are removing a molecule of water, the double bond will come over this side. Here we will have a double bond. Why? To compensate the valency, right? So it will be the formation of the compound, it will be like this, CH double bond CH, C double bond O, O, CO, CH3. Right? Now one more step is left, students. That is a final step. I hope you have understood up to here. Right? The final step will be what? We will do the hydrolysis. We will do the hydrolysis. Right? When you are doing the hydrolysis, what will happen? You know, in water you have the H plus as well as the OH minus. Right? Now, what you have to do? You have to add H plus and OH minus. Where we will add? For adding H plus, we need to have a negative side, right? And for adding OH minus, we need to have the positive sides, right? So you have to break this bond. You can break this bond also, or else you can break this bond also. The choice is yours, right? If you are breaking this bond, for example, if I am breaking this bond, what will happen? You know, oxygen is more electronegative, it will acquire a negative, and this will acquire a, carbon will be acquiring a positive. right? As I told you, hydrogen where it will go? It will go to the negative side, means here you have to add the H plus, right? And so this carbon bearing positive charge, we will add what? OH minus. So here we will write OH minus. In the same way, students, if you are just breaking this bond, right? Here it will be positive, here it will be negative. This bond is broken, so this positive will get the OH minus and this O will get the hydrogen, that is the proton, H plus, right? So I have just broken this bond, okay? Accordingly, I will write the product. So if I am broken this bond, so what will happen? You will get two compounds, that is you will get CH, double bond CH, C double OH plus. Already you have broken this bond, so this is the separate entity and here that is the separate entity, right? So here what you will get? CH3, COOH, right? So that is the acetic acid. And this is what? Cinnamic acid. Right? So hope you have understood this reaction and the mechanism of it, students. This is acetic acid. Right? So hope you have understood this. Now let us summarize this reaction once again. In this mechanism, what you have to do in the first step, that is you have to break the base that you are using. That is the sodium acetate is acting as a base. So you have to dissociate this and that will dissociate it into the acetate ion and the sodium ion, right? Now this acetate ion will act as a base, right? And what is the role of this base? The role of this base will be what? To abstract the alpha hydrogen. You know this is the alpha carbon. So this alpha carbon, 3 hydrogens are there. So you can take out any one out of the 3. So I have taken one hydrogen from here and I have written here CH2, COO, CO, CH3 and I have put minus. Why? Because the hydrogen is moving out in the form of a positive charge. That is in the form of a proton. So it will leave behind what? Negative charge, right? And this CH3, C double O minus has taken this proton, what it has loose. So it will make what? Acetic acid. In the next step, what we did? This carbon ion, this is the carbon ion that has been formed. This carbon ion will react with what? Benzaldehyde, the substrate of the reaction, right? You have reacted with this benzaldehyde. Already this is having a negative sign, means this is acting as a nucleophile, right? Now this nucleophile needs the electrophilic site to make a bond with it. Here we have created the electrophilic site. How we have created the electrophilic site? By breaking the bond on this oxygen, right? When you are breaking the bond on this oxygen, it will acquire a partial negative and this will acquire a partial positive. Now we have made this, see here how we have to join. Always remember, students, that this negative has to be directly linked to this carbon bearing the positive charge, right? You don't have to make mistake in this step. So when you are linking this negative to this positive, we will get this intermediate. The name of this intermediate is what? Alkoxide ion, right? Now this alkoxide ion, it will react with what? The acetic acid. Any acid you will use that, you know about the acid, that it will easily remove the what? Lose the proton. So we will take the proton from this acetic acid. This H plus will go and join with this O minus. That what we are getting here, and the name of this compound is beta hydroxy anhydride. In the next step, whenever you see here that OH is there, okay, because alcohol easily removes the water from it. So again this dehydration will be done. Dehydration in the presence of heat. So minus H2O. From alpha carbon take one hydrogen and from beta carbon already there is OH. Means OH and H. Right? So here we will get what? Here we will get this compound. Right? Now in the last step what we will do? In the last step we will do the hydrolysis. Means we will add H plus and OH minus. Because in water molecule we have H plus and OH minus. So we will add across this H plus and OH minus according to the minus and the positive sign. Right? So here we have to break this bond. When you are breaking this bond, this will have a negative and this carbon will having the positive charge. This is more electronegative, so it will pull the electron towards itself, so it will acquire a negative charge and this carbon will get the positive charge. This positive will attract this OH minus and this negative will take this H plus and we will get this cinnamic acid and the acetic acid respectively. Okay, we have got two products because we have broken this bond, and when you are breaking this bond, this is the separate entity and this is the separate entity. means you are getting the two products. This is the main product, this is the byproduct, acetic acid. So hope you have understood this reaction, students. In the next class, in the next lecture, lecture number 5, I will come with the one more name reaction, that is also the enolate reaction. First of all, we will complete all the enolate reactions and then we will move to the new topic. Hope you have understood this. If you like my lecture, do like, share and subscribe my channel. Okay, till then, thank you.